time to say yes to this invitation. Because someone who invited you here thought enough of you to say, I want this person, I want this lady to gain knowledge that will help them take better care of their own health and probably help them touch more people around them. Because I believe we are all created in this world for impact. We are created for this in this world, and we are brought here for other people. And sometimes we just need the right knowledge to help us be of that kind of impact to other people. So like Tukia said, for the past 15 years, I've been partnering with this amazing, amazing company. And I say it was just a blessing from God for me to find this opportunity. I was looking for extra income when I found this company, but thank God I met this company as a way that I could get the income, but at the same time, it was a sure way for me to touch and correct my health. As I go through the talk, you will notice I am the first one who had a lot of health challenges. I'm not here just speaking as a medical doctor. I'm speaking with my medical doctor experience, but I'm also speaking as a lady who has gone through all these challenges that I'm going to speak about, who has overcome them and has realized that there is a better way that we can all do. There's a better way that we can all touch our health in a way that we will help each other. We will help ourselves be better and overcome these challenges that are facing women today. So I don't care you're a lady, you're not a lady in the room, this is the right place for you because you know a lady and you are connected to another lady. So I hope that you are here listening with both ears, meaning one ear is for yourself, thinking about all the challenges that you could be facing. Some of them you have not even realized that they're challenges, but today you'll notice that I need to do something more. I need to do something better about my health. But the second ear to notice, who can I touch with this knowledge? Who can I impact with what I'm going to learn here tonight? So thank you guys. I see more people are still coming in, but we're going to go right into it. And for the past 15 years now, I've been researching, I've gained knowledge from my own experience, and I've researched when it comes to nutrition and how it can help someone heal. Now, I'm so passionate all the time that I get to speak about health. Why? Because it's an area that I've loved ever since I started my career as a doctor, but also I've noticed that there's a big gap in our society in terms of who do we take the responsibility when it comes to you touching your health? Who do we give the responsibility when it comes to you being healthy? Most of the time we say, until when I go to a doctor and they diagnose with me with something. Before that, I'm just okay. The responsibility for my health is not on me. It's about what the doctor will find when they look into me. But I hope you realize that you are the first person who is supposed to take the most care of your own health. And it all starts with the right knowledge. Now, when you go to an airline, you're taking a flight to anywhere in the world, the first thing they'll tell you, and they're showing you all the security measures in an airline, they'll tell you, in case of any emergencies, put your air mask first before you help anybody else. Now, as women, we know this is Mother's Month. We know it's a Mother's Day, but we usually have the tendency to take the whole month. So the month of May is Mother's Month. Even if you're not a mother, ladies, we are the first ones to think about everybody else. And most of the time we forget about ourselves. Most of the time we ignore the responsibility that we have to put on our own oxygen mask first before we even go out and help other people. So let me ask you the question, are you putting your oxygen mask on when it comes to your health? Do you have the right knowledge to help you take the very good care of your health that you need to? And are you doing the right things that you need to be doing? How much in a month are you investing for your own health? How much are you putting in to help you get healthier as the days go by? Most of the time, this is an area that we ignore the most. When someone asks you, when it comes to health or wealth, which one will you choose? Most of the time, it's so easy for us to say, I'll choose health. Of course, health is more important. But let me look at your bank balance. Let me look at your expenses. Where does most of your money go? Where does most of your time go? Is it in taking care of your health or in getting more money for yourself? Now, I thank God for this opportunity that when I found this business, why I jumped into it right immediately, because I saw a way that I can work on my income at the same time as I'm working on my health. Now, we are not here to talk anything about income, but I want you to look at the way that you spend your day, the way that you spend your money, and is it incongruent with the saying that you say, I'm choosing health more than I'm choosing wealth. Most of the time, it's a little different when it comes to the reality. So today, I hope and pray that you're going to make some changes in your own lifestyle to help you prioritize your health even more. Now, when it comes to prioritizing our health, especially when you speak of women, we have a lot of issues that our health could be going wrong, things that could be going wrong in our own health. So without first noticing, first knowing what could be going wrong in my body, there's no way that you can begin the change that you want to make. And we all agree with this quote that the first wealth that we all need is health. No matter how much money you have today, how much your bank balance is, how many assets you have, your life will never be amazing if you don't have health. And you could lose every other thing in pursuit of the health that you are not putting time and energy and money in taking care of today. So let's go right in and look at our challenges. When you speak of a lady, starts from the moment that we turn to ladies. We say the puberty area where we start getting our monthly periods, and lots of things could be going wrong. And like I said, you're not only hearing this for yourself. Think of anybody that is around you, a lady that you know who just got into puberty. How is their experience? Are they getting painful period? We have ladies who are so used to painful period that they cannot stay in a house without pills. Every time they get close to that time in a month, they have to take some medicine. And that is not a good lifestyle. Sometimes you have irregular periods. You could be having that PMS, and around that period, you can't even do your work well. You can't focus, concentrate, you get headaches, you can't sleep well. Sometimes you have ladies who have UTI all the time. Every 3 months, they take antibiotics. And now that is not a good thing to put your body through. But because of the challenges that our bodies are naturally prone to get that easier than anybody else, it means as ladies, we could fall into those issues. Now, I'm speaking as someone who had very irregular periods. I'll speak about that more, but I have experienced that. And I've seen how it can be of a nuisance in just you leading a normal life, flexible life, because you're not comfortable all the time. Sometimes you're over bleeding. We have people who are under bleeding. Sometimes they don't get a period every single month. All those are issues that need looking into. And then when it comes to sexual health, we have a lot of ladies who complain, I don't have any interest in that thing. I don't enjoy any of that intercourse. And some of them, they get pain even during intercourse. Sometimes they don't get aroused in any way, and they're in a marriage probably, but they cannot enjoy that because of either vaginal dryness or their hormones are all over the place and they don't really feel their body the way that they're supposed to. And I believe we were not brought to this world not to enjoy intercourse. We were brought to enjoy it in a normal way, but there's a lot of factors that could be behind the scenes causing our health, our hormones not to be in a perfect position for us to enjoy all of that. And sometimes it could be even the drugs that we are taking that could be causing the issue there. But also hormonal imbalance, among the most important issues, the most common issues facing women today is hormonal imbalance. We have people around teenage years who have severe hormonal imbalances. Why? Because how we eat today, it's so messed up. It's so different from the way that we're supposed to be eating because of a lot of issues. The overpopulation in our regions, it's causing us not to have access, that easy access to fresh fruits and vegetables. So we lack the nutrients from our food. And most of the time we eat the processed foods, there are lots of sugars, lots of pollutants from our food. That is causing our hormones to misbehave. Sometimes it's the things we apply on our bodies. We as ladies, we love our skin. We want to glow. We want to smell good, but at the expenses of what? There's a lot of things that have something we call xenoestrogens, which are mimicking hormones. When they go to your body cannot differentiate if this is a normal hormone or it's a chemical that is behaving as a hormone. So that causes a lot of hormonal imbalances just from something you're applying on your skin, the perfume you're using, the hair products that you're using, because all of them end up in your bloodstream. And it actually takes only 24 seconds for anything that you apply on your skin to get to your bloodstream. So what are you applying? As a lady, we have to be reading labels. And most of the time we have to do our research. Am I using natural products, or I'm using just anything that I see that is branded that will make me glow? So we have a lot of toxins that our bodies are exposed to. And sometimes it's the conditions that we go through. It could be the puberty period, or you're pregnant, you're in menopause, and your hormones could be irregular because of that, or any drug that you could be taking, a disease in your body, like thyroid issues. We have people who have a lot of thyroid issues, and it's causing a disrupt in their hormones, causing a lot of other hormonal imbalance symptoms, but also stress, overweight, obesity. And there's a statistic I just learned yesterday that by 2030, they're estimating that 50% of the population, of the global population, will be overweight and obese. And fat cells in our bodies as women, they are estrogen making machines. We'll learn more about that. They're estrogen making machines. So when you are overweight, it's like directly related to your hormonal imbalance. You can almost guess that if someone is overweight, most of the time, their hormones will not be regular. If they're regular today, most of the time, just within a short time, they'll be dysregulated. And that could cause a lot of issues like that you see on the screen there. You could be facing headache all the time. You don't have, you're not activate, and your mood is not high all the time. It swings all over the place. Your libido, the interest in sex, it's down, and it will not go up easily. You can have night sweats, and some could be having hot flashes even in the afternoons, craving fat and fatty and sugary things all the time. Sometimes you want to lose weight. You could be on a diet, but your weight is not going down. It could be because of your hormonal imbalance. Sometimes you have issues on your skin, acne, and no matter what you apply, you buy high quality products, expensive products, but nothing works because you have to go deeper in your body and check. It's not habitual for us as women to just go to the hospital and check my hormones, but that is something that could be the issue for most of us. And it's so easy to ignore because the symptoms are so vague, and it's so easy to say, I'll just handle that period issues. I'll just learn how to live with it. But let me show you these statistics. Imagine if you have hormonal imbalance, estrogen imbalance, it will increase your breast cancer risk by over 97%. And if you have a family member who had breast cancer, it will give you the risk only by 20%. Imagine how high risk you're putting yourself into if you tolerate hormonal imbalance in your body. Yes, you could be able to handle the symptoms, but are you able to live with the fact that you could be increasing your chances of getting breast cancer just by tolerating your hormonal imbalance? That is a very big thing that shocked me when I realized that. And like I said, fat cells in our bodies, they're estrogen making machines. So when you look at overweight and obesity for women, we know we talk about that a lot and say you shouldn't talk about other people's weight, but we are here talking about health. We are not here just shaming anybody for whatever they look, because anybody can look amazing no matter their body size, but you cannot underestimate the fact that we as women, we are supposed to take better care of our weight because of the lot of risk factors that are associated with being overweight for us as women. But there are nutritional nutritions that are important in your body for you to be able to control your hormones better. One of them being omega-3, maca, vitamin D. And most of the time we could be lacking in these nutrients. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. How comes we are lacking on the most important things? Because most of the time we eat to be full. We don't eat to add nutrients in our bodies. We don't look at the nutrients in our food. We look at how good it looks and how tasty it is and how amazing it will make us feel. But if you take a step back and look, am I giving my body what it needs to be able to correct the normal things that are supposed to be corrected? Am I giving my body the time to exercise, to cleanse itself, and all those issues? The second main issue as women, facing women today, and over 200 of you guys listening to me here, I know you know someone who had fibroid, or probably who has a fibroid right now as I'm speaking. It's something that is so common in such a way that out of 100 people, 70 to 80 will get fibroid in their life before they're 50. If you know someone who had it, you can say you can put in the chat, fibroid, because I'm also someone who, first of all, I know a lot of people who had them. I am the one also who once had it as well, but now it's history because I don't have any fibroid at the moment. But I know it's something that is so common for a lady to get. It could come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and sometimes it could even mimic a baby. You could look like you're pregnant, but you have that kind of a big tumor in your uterus. And fibroids could cause a lot of issues, from overbleeding to pain, to sometimes difficulty conceiving. We have people who are infertile just because they had a fibroid that is located in a different position. So we need to do something about all of that, and to know, so that you can be able to even notice that what if I'm facing some changes in my body, I should go do a better checkup so that I can know what is really happening in my body. We have ovarian cysts that could be just as a normal cyst or something we call PCOS. I'm speaking to you here as someone who was once diagnosed with PCOS. I was a third-year medical student, and that is when I just came across this company, but I was facing a lot of issues around the same time that I started this business. I had severely irregular periods. You know, sometimes you could have period continuously for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, every single day. And the period used to be very irregular in terms of you could be getting just a few drops in the morning, and then all of a sudden you get overbleeding from the afternoon. Now in 30 minutes, everything is full. You have even dated yourself. Now that used to be my reality. And I went to the doctors to check, what is the issue? Why am I getting overbleeding all the time? And most of the time, sometimes I would overbleed for 3 weeks, and then sometimes I would get nothing for 3 months, 4 months. I went to the doctor and did the ultrasound, and they said you have typical PCOS. What is PCOS? PCOS is something that is very common to women, actually. And they say 50% of women who have PCOS, they don't even know that they have it, because it could present itself in a lot of different ways. I just had about 2 of the main symptoms there. You can see there on the screen. I had irregular periods. I also had infertility. I could not conceive naturally. I did not have severe acne, but we have people who have weight gain issues. I had just an average normal weight. So don't say I don't have PCOS just because you don't have all the symptoms there. You could be having just a few, and still you could have PCOS. And what happens for someone who has polycystic ovarian syndrome is there's an issue when it comes to the maturity of your eggs before they are released from your ovaries. They start as follicles. In a normal person, normal ovary, they'll start as follicles, and they will grow from just normal follicles to secondary follicles and then mature follicles. When they are mature enough, then they will release the egg that will then be fertilized with the sperm, and someone will conceive. So for someone who has PCOS, it starts with the underlying reason why, because your hormones will not be normal. There are some hormones that will be higher. The male hormones sometimes are higher than the female ones, and it's causing an arrest in your development of your follicles. So they won't get to maturity. And if they don't reach maturity, they won't release an egg. And let me tell you, if you don't release an egg, it means you're not ovulating. Without ovulating, there's no pregnancy. So that is what exactly was happening in my body. And the doctor said, you won't be able to conceive naturally. When it comes to that, when you get to that point in your life, you want to get pregnant, you'll have to come. We'll do something we call ovarian drilling, where they put holes in your ovary to excite your ovaries to release those eggs. So that is exactly what was happening to me. And 4.5 years in marriage, I did not conceive even once because I had that issue. As a doctor, I was told also there's no cure for this medically. But what we can do, we can give you oral contraceptives to help you handle the irregularities in your periods. I used them for about 2 months, and then I said, no, I don't want to continue using this, because I learned of the side effects, and I said, I'll just learn how to live with this situation. And when it comes to the time that I want to correct my fertility, I'll do something about it then. I'll tell you what I did, because that is all history. Like I was introduced, I'm a mom of 3, and I thank God so much that that is history today. That infertility story is history today. I was able to correct my body because I found good nutrition, and nutrition has that power to correct our bodies in ways that medicine alone cannot do. So I thank God so much. And I'm here speaking just as an example that if I could do it, if it could happen to me, it can happen to anybody else. no matter what issue that you have, you can correct your body. And most of the time, the things that are solutions, traditional solutions that are out there, most of them are not like the best solutions. So we have to look into nutrition. How can it give me options that will give me the benefits without the potential side effects that are associated with a lot of medications that we could be subjecting our bodies into? Now, when it comes to women health as well, I mentioned we get a lot of urinary tract infection just because of the way our bodies are made. So as a lady, we have to know, how can I help my body not get into that severe recurrent UTIs all the time? And they say 1 in 4 women are likely to have recurrent UTI. Probably you know someone who will tell you every time that I'm on medication, I'm on antibiotics because I have UTI. There's something that you can do to help your body not be easy to fall into those infections. Now, there's something else facing women we call PID. PID is just pelvic inflammatory disease. That is something that could have started with an infection that is in the pelvic area, any of the pelvic organs. And then if that is not properly treated, it could grow, it could spread further in the pelvic area, and it could cause a generalized inflammation. When you speak of inflammation, it's just that overreaction of the body, the natural mechanism that your body would react when probably something hits you. Let's say you hit your body on a table, and then it will start being reddish most of the time, and then it would swell. That is a normal mechanism that your body is trying to heal itself. Now, when you have toxins in your body, when you have an irritation internally in your system, the same response will start. Now, if that irritation is persistent, it's there all the time, it means that inflammatory response will now become the main issue. That over-inflammation in your system will now cause your body to be so irritated inwards and cause you a lot of other issues. Now, with PID, for someone who has PID, you could be having discharge. Sometimes it's pus-like discharge. It could be greenish, it could be brownish or yellowish, sometimes associated with a bad smell. You could be facing pain, chronic pain around your pelvic area, pain during intercourse, pain during periods, your periods. They could be irregular. Sometimes if it's an active infection, you could be facing even fever and things like that. So if you don't correct a PID, it's something that is so easy for it to grow and cause infertility, because it could even cause blockage of your tubes. Now, it's not something to take easy. And even when you get any infection in your pelvic area, don't take it lightly. Don't just say, I'll just let it wear out itself. No, use the right medication, get rid of it as soon as you can, so that it doesn't lead you to further complication. And don't put things that will irritate your pelvic area. We have people who are believing in putting soaps, putting things to make you tighter. All those are just myths, and they could cause a lot of issues, a lot of harm than any good that it could cause. So if you are facing such an issue as well, it's important to see overall in my nutrition, how can I help my body heal? How can I help my body overcome these over-inflammations that could be happening in my body? And we will all, as women, face menopause at some point in our lives. And for some, it can come even earlier. For most people, it starts at the age of 50, but we have people facing perimenopausal area from the age of 40 onwards. And it could be associated with a lot of issues, from irregular periods, hot flashes, dryness, and mood swings and loss of libido. All of those issues could start because your hormones are not okay at that time. You don't enjoy intercourse, and sometimes you don't really feel yourself the way that you're supposed to. So it's not something to tolerate as well. And when you're here, probably you're a young lady, think of anyone that you know. This is a gift. When you speak of menopausal supplements, it's something that you can gift even your parent. You can give someone you know, your auntie, anybody you know who is probably around that time. It's really important to help them enjoy their menopausal period or season in their life. But also, that is a point where if you have hormonal imbalance around that time, your risk for breast cancer is even bigger, because your age is also a risk factor. So it's very important that we notice, what can I do around menopausal age, around the menopausal area, so that I help my body heal even better. Now, we cannot talk about health without by only talking about the issue facing reproductive health. As women, still the #1 leading cause of death for women today is not even breast cancer. The leading cause of death for women is cardiovascular issues, cardiovascular health. So it's very important that we notice that we are in a world where non-communicable diseases are the biggest killers. The first one of them being cardiovascular health. So it's important that we notice, how can I help my body in general? How can I help my blood circulation be better? How can I help reduce my risk of getting diabetes, reduce my risk of getting cancer? Because we are all at risk, whether we are women, we are men, we are all at the same very big risk of getting and falling into non-communicable diseases. So it's very important to notice first that what happened in this world. There's some time, as we develop as a world in general, as a nation, as different countries, we develop technologically, we develop in ways of probably getting to know new medications, but still the leading cause of death, the non-communicable causes of death, they keep increasing. It means the technological research and things like that, they're not helping us. With technology, with all these challenges that are facing the world as we are growing and developing better, it means they're the main risk factors that are causing us to get into the non-communicable diseases, causing the death of a lot of people in the world today. So what is causing that? At the end of the day, if technology is not helping us, what is the main issue happening? The first main issue that is happening is lack of proper nutrition, that our bodies are lacking nutrition. Imagine there was a time in this world, and I just did the research in Tanzania. You can think about your country. How many people were there 20 years ago in your country? For Tanzania, from 20 years ago, that is 2000. Actually, that was about 23 years. From 2000, the year 2000 to today, our population has doubled, ×2, but the land has not doubled. The area that we can grow our food has not doubled. So what does that mean? That the way that we produce our food must have changed dramatically. So it means we cannot get the same nutrition that we got 20 years ago from our food as we can get today. And with all that population comes globalization. We eat so quickly, we work so harder, and we don't have time to really prepare our meals. The stress levels in us is even bigger. So all that is causing, first of all, our nutrition to be lower than we're supposed to have, and also our toxic overload and free radical damage to be way higher than it was supposed to. We live in the same world and the population has doubled. It means there is double pollution. There is double toxicity all around us. So how are we protecting our bodies? How are we helping our bodies get rid of these free radicals? And that is what we call the toxins that are happening all around our bodies. Now, when you speak of these toxins, when you speak of these free radicals, they're just unstable molecules that are around us from different sources. And some of them our bodies will produce themselves. In your normal metabolism, your body will produce the free radicals. And that is why we need to be getting, the WHO recommends that we take 5 to 6 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day in our diets. Now, imagine, why do you need all that? It's because we need a lot of antioxidants that we are supposed to get from our diet to help our bodies naturally get rid of those free radicals and our health and our cells to be healthy again. Now, look at all the extra free radical sources that we have today. We are so stressed physically, we are stressed emotionally. We eat a lot of junk, a lot of processed foods. Even our vegetables that we eat, we say, okay, now I'm trying my best, I eat my vegetables. We don't grow them ourselves, so they're not grown naturally. There's a lot of insecticides, pesticides, pollutants, toxins in our food today. We buy things from supermarkets. Sometimes you buy things, someone else has made that food. Do you know what oil they used? Is it pure? Is it clean? And all that is ending up in our bodies. And still, we don't sleep enough. We sleep with our phones. And at the end of the day, we sleep about 2 hours, 3 hours a night, or probably if you go extra, 5 hours. But we are recommended to sleep 7 to 8 hours every single day so that our bodies will get that ability to get rid and cleanse ourselves. So you cannot live in this kind of world, live in this kind of toxicity and not help your body get rid of the excess toxins, because we all have the excess that our bodies is getting in, and it's more than the natural ability of your liver, of your kidneys, your skin, your colon to get rid of. Because all of these areas, they're no more detoxifying or elimination mechanisms of our bodies. But if you are putting in more than your natural ability to get out, there will be excess. Now, where is that excess going? It will not just go around in your body. It will be stored somewhere. It will be stored in your brain. Your brain will be foggy. You won't be able to concentrate. You'll be having frequent headaches. And we have to be extra vigilant when it comes to listening to our bodies. You could be facing that headache and you say, okay, let me just take medication. And the medications that we are using frequently, they also cause extra inflammation in our system. They also cause extra toxicity in our system. So they're causing that ripple effect to continue going, taking us on a downward spiral. Instead, we have to listen to our body and notice that I need to add more value in my body. I need to help my body cleanse itself more. And that is why we need to be frequent when it comes to these things. Detoxification is not something you just do once and forget about it. We are bombarded with these toxins every day. So it's something that you need to be doing frequently if you're taking care of yourself, if you want to take care of your body and be healthier and healthier as the days goes by. Now, if every system in your body that is getting out toxins, it needs water to get them out. Ask yourself, am I drinking enough water on a daily basis? As a lady, am I getting at least 2.5 liters a day of water? If I'm not, that is a recipe for disaster. It's something that we can all change, we can be better at. And when you give your body enough water, you will notice the way that you'll start feeling differently, because you're helping your body get rid of those toxins. You're helping your body freshen up itself every single day, because we are essentially made up of water in our system. So if you're not getting enough water, it means your aging process, your disease forming processes are they are very like an override. They are working so hard in helping you age and in helping you get diseases. So that is the normal process of anything in this world. And that is why we die one day, because as long as we are in this world, we are decaying every single day. But you don't need to speed up that process with your lifestyle. We can slow down that process. You can prevent premature aging. You can prevent a lot of non-communicable diseases by helping your body heal faster, by helping your body get rid of those toxins. But the second point that I mentioned is about nutrition. And I've learned that the human body can be able to heal, is designed to heal itself by God. But most of the time, we don't give it the right tools. We don't give it the right nutrition to be able to heal itself. It's not about that tasty rice that you ate. It's about, do I get the minerals in there? Do I get the antioxidants in there? And most of the time when it comes to our normal diets, we know we have things we call macronutrients. They're the ones we need in large amounts. We need a lot of carbohydrates. We need a lot of protein and a little bit more of fats. But there are some things we call micronutrients. You need them in small amounts, but they're very important for the intricate details of your health. When it comes to your hormones, when it comes to your muscle functioning, your brain functioning, it needs those small nutrients. We call them micronutrients. It could be vitamins. It could be in forms of minerals. If you're lacking zinc, it's so easy for your skin to erupt. It's so easy for your hormones to be all over the place. So we lack those minerals. We like something we call phytonutrients, like some small ingredients, superfoods that are supposed to come from plants. natural plants. And most of the time we don't get them just because they're not in a normal diet, in our normal day-to-day diets. So we are lacking in the proper nutrition that will help our bodies heal. And that is why the industry of nutrition today is doing amazing, even among doctors. And it's a whole industry that is helping a lot of people heal. Now, we live in a world where a lot of people just wait for diseases so you can go get medicine. And we don't focus on food to be healing. But we know that food can heal if you get the right kind, if you get the right nutrition from that food. And that is why, because of the environmental issues, how we get our food, and because we can't reach the daily requirement that our bodies need every day, that is why we need to add a supplement. That is why we need to add a nutritional supplement on top of a healthy diet that we're having. And that is what makes me extra proud to partner with this amazing 45-year-old company. We call it the Aloe Vera Company. You can put some fire emojis in there just to celebrate what this company stands for. And I'm not here speaking so much about the company, but I want you to notice that for 45 years, this company has researched over and over about these products, and they have come up with amazing, incredible, high-quality products around the nutritional areas in our bodies, starting with the miracle plant, the aloe vera plant. And we all know how amazing this plant is. If you go to any house in Africa, probably you'll find an aloe vera planted somewhere, because people know that is powerful. You can apply on your skin, you can take it in your body, and it has that natural ability to heal you. Now, Forever started there, but they said, we will also make amazing nutritional supplements that are natural and they're perfectly balanced to help your body heal. And I thank God so much for this company, because I'm healthy today. My family is healthy today. My mom is healthy today because we have access to these amazing, amazing products. So think about yourself, think about someone you know, and you can definitely confidently share the products, because you know they're high quality, international quality, and we don't compromise when it comes to making our products natural and the best quality you can find in the market. But they are not drugs. They're not here to treat anything or to cure anything, but they give you, they give your body the ability to heal itself. They give your body the ability to rejuvenate and repair what was lost because either of any disease, any issues, or any even medications that you have been using. So when it comes to our products, there are some things that I highly, highly recommend any ladies hearing me now to be able to start using, because I know they do a lot when it comes to helping your body get rid of toxins and giving your body the right nutrition to help your body heal. The first most important one is our aloe drinks. We have a big variety of them, and I'll speak about the main one, the aloe vera gel, which is for cleansing. It helps your body cleanse itself. Aloe vera does that a lot. It's a natural cleanser, aloe vera. Now, with the aloe vera gel, Forever uses only the inner gel. We don't use the green part. If you're like me, there's one day actually I have an aloe vera, the real one, outside my house. Now, accidentally, I cut it open and then it spilled itself on my skin, and I forgot that there was aloe that touched me. And then as I was going through my day, I accidentally touched that place in my hand with my tongue. The taste was so bitter, and that is nowhere compared to the taste of aloe vera gel, I tell you. Why? Because the bitterness of aloe vera is locked in the green part, and we don't use the green part in Forever because it's not even nutritious. The main nutritious part of your aloe is the inner gel. And that is the only part that we use in making all our Forever products. And we use high concentration of aloe vera in our products because we grow our own aloe. We don't buy it from anybody else. It allows us to use the highest quality and the most concentration of aloe. So a small amount can go a long way in helping your body get rid of toxins. It will cleanse your digestive system. It should allow your body to absorb nutrients in the best way possible. When you speak of a strong antioxidant, there is nothing that does it better than aloe vera. And that is why today it's May 2023. If you have never drank aloe vera gel. Let me just encourage you. Take 3 bottles at least immediately. The soonest that you can. Give yourself the luxury of cleansing your body. Sometimes you may not even know what you are lacking until you get the good stuff. And you'll say, I've never felt like this in my life. And you'll notice that your body has been lacking a lot and has been abused a lot by getting a lot of toxins and not allowing your body to heal. Now take your aloe vera gels. Challenge yourself that before this month ends, I will drink my 3 bottles of aloe vera gel. It will help your body cleanse. It will give your immunity a very strong boost. If you have kids and they get sick all the time, give them the bits and peaches. It's tastier and kids will love it. But it's so good to boost their immunity, their digestive health, and just their skin. Everything around them will be well because of the load of nutrition that is in there. The aloe vera drinks will help you be more energetic as well. We have women who tell us, I get tired all the time. Now you don't have to feel like that. You can give your body a nutritional boost that will heal you. We have freedom. This I can say for any elderly lady or someone who is active, leading an active lifestyle. You need this for your joints, for healthy joints. We have people who ever since they got pregnant, they have that constant back pain, constant probably hip pain or knees pain. You can use the Forever Freedom and it will rejuvenate your joints like nothing else. And we have a lot of people who testify about this. And when it comes to the aloe vera drinks, there's also this, my favorite, aloe berry nectar. For people who love good tastes, you will love berry nectar. And why I recommend it for women, it's because it's not just loaded with aloe. They also added cranberries and apples. Cranberries are very important for urinary tract health. And like I said, women were very easy to get that uterine tract infections. Now, when you use an aloe drink which has cranberries, it will help reduce your risk of your urinary tract to attract bacterial overgrowth and cause an infection. Now, if you have been having recurrent UTIs, start putting berry nectar as part of your daily life, and you'll forget about that challenge. So use berry nectar, so good for your excretory organs, meaning your liver, your skin, your bladder, your kidneys. They'll get a very nice boost when you're using your aloe berry nectar. And for people who love eating a lot of meat, if your uric acid could be all over the place and it could be high, berry nectar helps you a lot control high uric acid levels in your system. So next, we go to this Forever Fit program, and the very, very important and very vital package, we call it the C9, especially when you're speaking of weight management, you're speaking of cleansing your body. This is not essentially a nutritional cleansing program. It helps you cleanse your system. And in cleaning your body, that is a very important step when you want to lose weight. We have a lot of people who tell us, I do a strict diet, but still my weight is not going down. And some, they exercise. Yes, they exercise even 5 days a week, but still they lose very little kilos. Why? Because your body is holding on to toxins. Your body has a lot of toxicity that cannot allow your fat cells to let go, to let them be burnt, because they're also storing toxins in there. And that is why the first step for you to transform your body when it comes to weight loss, it's important that you cleanse your system. And that is why the C9 was designed like that, to help you in the 9 days. Use products that will cleanse your system, will help your body use the fats that are already stored in your system so that you can control also your appetite, and you can definitely very powerfully control your weight that way. Now, for someone who has to lose like 20 kilos and they do a strict diet, in a whole month, they lose 2 kilos, most of them will give up. Now, in this 9-day program, within the 9 days, you can lose, most of people lose between 3 to 6 kilos. I know a lot of people who lost more than that within the 9-day period. But at the same time, even after you have finished the program, it will put you in a position to continue to lose more. Now, for someone with a big goal, you need something to kickstart that in an amazing way. We have a lot of people who have used these programs. Rafia, a mom of 2, who has transformed her look. This lady from Kenya, again, has transformed her look with the C9 and F15 programs. Now, she did the full package. We call it the full Fit program that takes you about 24 days to complete, but you get day-to-day guidance on how to eat, how to exercise, how to fuel your body the right way, so that you don't just lose weight as if you're sick. Because there's sometimes you could lose weight as if something is wrong with you, but we don't want that. We want you to lose weight and still look amazing. Like you can see me there, I'm just pumping my own horn, but I've been able to transform my looks multiple times. After my first pregnancy, second pregnancy, and now after my third pregnancy, thanks to these amazing, amazing products that we have. Now, how many women you know out there who are struggling with weight loss? We have products that someone who is breastfeeding can use, even someone who is out of breastfeeding, not even has gotten pregnant, they can use, and it will help even those who have issues with their bodies. We have this testimony of someone who had irregular periods, and just after cleansing their body, that issue disappeared. This lady could not conceive for years, and she did the cleansing. It doesn't mean that everybody who doesn't conceive can do the C9 and will start to conceive. No, because I don't know what your body is facing currently, but I know when you clean your system, when you cleanse your system, you can be able to fix a lot of things, a lot of issues that could be blocking your body from enjoying good health. Now, we have a lot of testimonies. That is another one for pregnancy after the C9. So we have people who are questioning, will I be able to conceive after I use my C9? Oh, it will affect me. It will not affect you in any way. Actually, it could even boost your natural fertility after you use the C9 program. Okay, so next, let's go to supplements that I essentially recommend for women. And the first one could not be anything but this Vitalize Women. Like the name, it's for any women. If you know you are a lady, this is something you shouldn't miss. It doesn't matter what you have, what you don't have. This is a product that has thought of everything you need as a lady, the nutrition that you need to be getting, that every single day could be missing in your diet. You know, like I said, we eat macronutrients most of the time. And among the micronutrients, some of them, they naturally occur from plants. Like you see, the apple powder, passion powder, Schisandra berries. Those, all of them are loaded in Vitalize for Women. And they have that effect of calming your body down. As women, we face a lot of issues, a lot of things to handle in our day-to-day. Now, when you use Vitalize for Women, it will help your mood balance. It will help you feel good and be able to function at the best of your ability, because from your brain, it's calmer and it's more balanced because you're using the good nutrition for you. But also we have the vitamins and minerals that you need to support your hormones, to help in your, if you're facing probably PMS, irregular periods, things like that. It will give you the calcium you need, the iron you need, the vitamin E you need to handle menopausal issues. This is a product that a lot of people have given to. The ladies who are around menopausal area, they testify with it. They tell me, I've forgotten a lot of symptoms that I used to have ever since I started using Vitalize for Women. So what are you tolerating? Probably painful periods. You can use Vitalize Women as well, because it also has magnesium. Magnesium has that effect for your muscles. It helps your muscles to relax even better. So it's a very good nutrition for you. It also has folic acid. So if you're a lady around the reproductive age, you need folic acid in your system. How are you getting it? Enough, so that your fertility is well, and also you're able to be ready for pregnancy at any time that you want. Now, Vitalize for Women has a lot of testimonies around it as well. This lady was telling me that in just about 2 weeks of using it, hormonal issues that she had have disappeared. PMS sickness has disappeared. So just imagine how many women you can touch by recommending them to take their Vitalize for Women, to take their important nutrition for women. And these are among the supplements that I myself used when I found myself to be having PCOS and I could not conceive, and my hormones were all over the place. My periods were all over the place. I used the Vitalize for Women. I used this multi-marker, an amazing product with a lot of benefits. We call it a superfood. because of a lot of things and areas that it will touch from your brain, even people with depression, anxiety. You can use Maca. You have too much stress. You can't settle your mind well. Use Multi-Maca. It will help you there. It will help you with PMS, menopausal issues, hormonal imbalances, mood swings, vaginal dryness. This is a product that will get rid of those. You don't get the sexual desire. You don't get the wetness enough to enjoy intercourse well. Use the Multi-Maca. It will help you. It will heal a lot of issues. And here are just a few women who are testifying, I have handled my stress better. My hormones are better because of using this. This lady was telling me about their vaginal dryness has disappeared. Now they're getting a lot more wet after using Multi-Maca. Nobody doesn't want that. Now you can help your body get that naturally from this natural product we call Maca. And it's a natural ingredient that just comes from a root that originates in the areas of Peru. Now Forever found it and made it in a way that you can easily use it every single day to give you those benefits. Now, brings me to my favorite one again, Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly is like the food of the queen. And you ladies listening to me here, you are the queen. There is no queen better than you, queen. So you have to give yourself the nutrition fit for a queen. Now, Royal Jelly is the only food the queen bee takes all their life. And a normal bee lives up to 6 weeks, but the queen bee will live up to 6 years because they're taking Royal Jelly. So it's an anti-aging machine as well. It's a very important one there. It will also help you in your hormones, stress, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind, helping you to be able to boost fertility as well. For people who have irregular periods, sometimes too much, sometimes too little, you don't understand it, you don't ovulate. Royal Jelly is a fertility superfood. It's very important for someone who wants to put their fertility health together and well. So don't miss your Royal Jelly. And it's so easy to take. It tastes amazing. So it's that one supplement that you can easily overuse. But again, it does a lot of benefit for your body. I used these 3 supplements specifically for 2 consecutive months. And actually, when I was in my 2nd month of using the supplement, for the first time, remember I told you, I used to get period consistently for 3 weeks. I started getting 4-day period. I never used to ovulate. I never used to notice the vaginal mucus around ovulation, but then I started noticing it after correcting my periods, after correcting my hormones. So I tell you guys, these are the real thing. They're very important supplements for any lady listening to me here. Even if you don't have PCOS, you just want your health to be better, you should use this. And we have a lot of testimonies for people who have used these supplements. This lady she had 4 failed IVF because her body was not producing healthy eggs the way that they're supposed to be. So even the IVF she was doing, they kept failing and failing and failing until when she added good nutrition, Forever supplement, she was able to correct that. And she's now a mom. And I can tell you guys, there is nothing as good as seeing someone overcome their journey. She was a mom of 1 and she wanted a 2nd pregnancy and she couldn't get it. Now, how many people out there are facing issues that probably good nutrition can help them heal? Now, when you speak of women health, we cannot not mention omega-3. I know we are supposed to finish at this time, but I have just a few extra points that I want to share with you guys. So please hold on a little bit longer for about 15 minutes, and I believe we'll be done by then. So the other products that I recommend highly for us ladies is omega-3. You know, there are some things in life you're supposed to be getting, like nutrition that is important for your brain cells. It's important for your health to function better. But most of the time, we don't get it in our diet. We are supposed to be getting fish, the oily kind of fish, which are loaded with omega-3, like salmon, one of them, at least 4 times in a week. Now, do we get that? Do we get that every week? Most of the time we don't. And we are lacking that omega-3 in our diet that could do a lot from our cardiovascular health to our nervous system health. When it comes to brain development, That is why this product is very important for a pregnant lady, because you need that brain development to go so well for the baby when you are pregnant, but also for someone who wants a healthier cardiovascular health. I spoke about the main cause of death for women is still cardiovascular health issues. So we need to touch that, and omega-3 Actic Sea does that a lot, but it also touches your hormones. It will help your brain and memory function better. Your joint health will be better, your vision. And that is why even kids, it's very important for our kids to be using Actic Sea as well, because their brains are still fast developing. Their vision is still developing. Their nervous system is still developing. So we need them to get a lot of that. And also it helps our cardiovascular health, specifically by getting rid of the bad cholesterol. Now, this is something that it's among the must-have supplements. Among the few supplements, we call them vital for general well-being. Don't miss them in your diet. Don't miss your omega-3. And then for someone who has like severe inflammation, it could be because of PID. It could be you're getting one infection after another. You could be having a fibroid or any kind of cyst or tumor in your body. I would recommend don't miss B propolis. B propolis, we call it a natural antibiotic as well, because it's very loaded with the propolis that protects against any infection, any bad bacteria, fungus, or anything. Now, for someone who has any recurrent infection as well, you want to put your immunity at a top-notch position. So you need to use propolis. It boosts your immunity in a very, very strong way, but also it lowers your inflammation. Lowering inflammation is important for anyone who has any kind of cyst or tumor or anything. You need to lower your inflammation. You need to help your body get rid of that severe inflammation in your system. And B propolis will do that for your system. And we have a testimony of a lady who had 3 big fibroids. She was diagnosed with 3 fibroids. One of them was 7 centimeters, another one was 4 centimeters, and another was 3. Now imagine she was just about to go get her operation, but the only thing blocking that was because she was overbleeding and her blood level, her HB was very low. The doctor said, we'll give you about 6 months to just build your health up so that you can come and get that operation. And we have a lot of people that they do the fibroid removal and it comes back. Why? Because you did not handle the underlying issue. You did not handle what was wrong in the first place in your system, in your lifestyle, and in your lack of nutrition. Now, we have a lot of people, again, who get the fibroid, and as they are getting the surgery for removal, they end up needing to remove the whole uterus just because of how severely affected their uterus is. Now, this lady was recommended to use the products you see on the screen, and she used them diligently for 3 consecutive months. Actually, she continued using them up to 6 months, but within the first 3 months of using them, the 2 had disappeared, the 2 fibroids, the 4 centimeter one and the 3 centimeter one had disappeared. The 7 centimeter one had only remained about 4 centimeter. And eventually she finished all of them. She did not need to go to an operation, and she was able to heal her body. She's now a mom of 2, and all that was possible because she learned about the power of nutrition to heal someone. Now think about the people you know. Think about anyone that could be facing such a challenge. I would recommend that, yes, there's a part for surgery, but there's also a part that you can do before you do that. And there's a way that you can heal your body by starting first to do that, to do that checkup, so you can even know what is happening in your body. And no matter what is happening, you can start healing it. You don't have to wait for a fibroid to come for you to start reducing your inflammation in your system. So be in a habit of using this supplement from time to time. And I thank God, actually, when I was in my 2nd pregnancy, the doctor told me that there is a small fibroid that I've seen in your uterus. And he said, okay, we don't need to do anything much about it. It was about 3-4 centimeters. So I knew that, okay, I'll handle it and I'll do something about it. But because I was continually using these supplements from time to time, when I went to get my ultrasound for my 3rd pregnancy, the first thing I told the technician is, check. I was told there's a fibroid there. Check. Do you see a fibroid? He said, no, doctor, I'm not seeing anything other than the pregnancy, other than the baby. There's no fibroid here. Even when I was getting the cesarean for my third baby, I told the doctor again, you saw the fibroid the other time, check if there's any fibroid there. He said, no, there's no fibroid in your system. So what happened? Your nutrition can correct issues that could start to be happening in your system even before they get to that severity. So do something about your health today. Don't wait for a challenge to start for you to do something about it. So lastly, I'll go talk about menopause. All of us will get to that point, but probably you know someone who is already in that point, or you could be in that point today. We need a lot of protein when we get to that point in our life, because your body's ability to get protein also goes down. And that is why I recommend the Ultra. It's also part of the C9. It's part of the breastfeeding packages. And it's also among my favorite products to use, because for anybody who wants to maintain a healthy body, they want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, you can use it as your breakfast. You can be mixing it with some fruits and make a smoothie that you take at least once a day, and it will help you be healthier, and it will give you the right kind of protein that we need. We don't just all the time need to be eating a lot of meat. All that is very hard to be digested, and sometimes it comes with a lot of harmful effects in our body. Sometimes you just take a break and you get the protein from the plant sources in your Forever Light Ultra, and it will give you what your body needs to function better. But to handle menopausal issues, you need the berry nectar, Vitalize Women, Arctic Sea, Royal Jelly, highly recommended for anybody around the menopausal area. Of course, we have the supplements that we recommend for joint health, for someone who is facing pain or things like that. You can use what you see there on the screen, and those are very important for people who have issues with their joints, any kind of joints. You can be able to get very big relief when you use these supplements, okay? So lastly, I'll speak about super greens. Now, super greens is among those things that I can say you can forget everything I've spoken about tonight, but please don't forget about super greens. Don't forget about putting this as part of your daily diet. Why? It doesn't matter what you have, what you don't have. If you're here and you care about your health, you'll think about using super greens as part of your diet, because super greens is loaded with the greens that we are lacking every day in our diet. Over 20 fruits and vegetables are loaded there in one sachet, and they're put there in their raw state in a powder form that is so easy to be absorbed in your system, and to give you the benefits of those small ingredients that we need in a few concentration, but they're very important for your health. Now, super greens, it does what we call balancing your pH. Like when it comes to your system, most of the times our bodies are acidic, and most of diseases as well, non-communicable diseases, they need an acidic body. Now, when you take super greens, especially the first thing in the morning, it helps your body become more alkaline. And when you have an alkaline body, it fights diseases. It fights the non-communicable diseases way faster. Now, it will help your body do that. It is loaded with vitamin C and E, which are important for handling a lot of menopausal issues. Very strong antioxidants as well. It has a lot of magnesium. I've noticed the benefit of super greens even in my period. Sometimes I would notice, I did not usually have severe pain during my periods, but sometimes I would notice the cramps on day one. But ever since I've been consistent in using super greens, I don't notice a thing. I just see the blood happening on day one. Now, imagine if you have severe pains all the time. It could be period pains. It could be any kind of severe pains. You need super greens. The magnesium loaded in there is so important for your nervous system, for your muscles health, and to help your body get the best out of it. But also in your digestive health, it's the best. It will help you get rid of too much gas, too much bloating, acid in your digestive system, and it will balance your absorption. It will balance your body ability to get rid of toxins and the things that we put in our system every day. In short, don't miss your super greens as part of your diet for any lady. And that is why we say for a normal woman pack, you don't have any issue, you just want general well-being, get your aloe, get your super greens, get your Vitalize for Women and Arctic Sea. And that is the basic nutrition that everybody needs just to be able to function normally. And on top of that, you could be adding specific nutrition depending on a specific area that you want to add value to. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you one thing. There's a huge impact that we can do when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to correcting our health, even in the way of changing what we apply in our system. I'm not going to talk about the things that we use on our bodies today, but I'll just challenge you to check your labels. I'll challenge you to look in your skincare, look in your personal care products, and see if you don't have toxins in there that are causing your hormones to be disrupted. They're increasing your risk of getting non-communicable diseases just by using toxins in your day-to-day life. So love yourself, yes, by taking care of your looks, taking care of your health. You are the most important person that you're supposed to prioritize your health so that you can be available. You can be there longer to even take care of other people the way that you want to take care of them. So touch your health, because everybody's looking at you as an example as well. Don't forget to do your checkup. Don't forget to go there, do your frequent ultrasounds, check your breast and things like that, because most of the issues facing women, you can correct them when you realize about them early. Don't wait until that fibroids is 10 centimeters. No. Go do your checkup. Don't ignore your signs and symptoms. Correct your hormones. And that is the message that I want you guys to get out of here with. And notice any other lady that you know who could be going through those challenges and advise them accordingly. Because all of us, we can invest in our health better. Now, if we don't invest in our health now, there's a day it will come as an expense. It will not come as an option. It will come as a must. And most of the time, the expense is way bigger than you could have used when you're investing in it today. So use this knowledge that you have gotten here today as an wake-up call that I need to be better. I need to do more when it comes to touching my health. If all of these things could happen to us, the way that we have transformed our own health and a lot of other people around us, I know for sure you can transform your own health. You can touch other people the way that we have been touched with this business, with this product. So thank you guys so much for listening. And probably I'll give it back to Tukia. If there's any burning question that we cannot let go for this night, I'll welcome it. But feel free anytime you want to talk to me directly and ask me something personal directly. I'll be more than happy to help and guide you with this knowledge. Let us take it as a responsibility to touch more people, because we all know about other people's issues, not to talk about them, not to tell other people about them, but to help them overcome their challenges as we are overcoming our own challenges as well. So thank you so much, Tukia, for the invite to be speaking to all of you guys. It has been my pleasure and a blessing as well. I wish you great success, everyone, in your health and in your finances. So guys, thank you so much. And I wish you an amazing, amazing night. Back to you, Tukia.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Elizabeth. Thank you so much. This has been very, very helpful. I know that each and every woman who logged into this session has found so much value out of this. If you are a man, I'm sure that you are going to be transferring this information to your wife, or to whoever that you can, your sister or whoever that you can. Thank you so much, Dr. Elizabeth. The only burning question, or the only question that I have seen here, aside from the thank yous that everybody is very excited about, is that there's somebody who was asking what are the best products for a breastfeeding mom.
All right, thank you so much. Let me go right into that. For someone who is breastfeeding, I'll speak about two areas. If you're just breastfeeding and you want nutrition, it's not like you want to lose weight, then I would highly recommend get the berry nectar. It will help you as well be healthier. It helps even your body to be able to release milk in a better way, and to be able to be healthy during that period in your life. But also you have to get calcium, because for women, calcium is something that we are so lacking in, and especially during the pregnancy time and even the breastfeeding time, because we use a lot of it. And if you don't supplement with calcium, our bodies will suffer. You'll start facing pain in your joints, in your bones, and sometimes even in your teeth, because your body will use the calcium that is stored there. So get calcium, get Actic C as well. Actic C is so important, like I said, for the brain development of your baby. She'll be getting it, or he will be getting it from your breast milk. And also you yourself will need it for your blood circulation and your healthy everything, because of the benefits that I spoke about of omega-3. So that's just for any normal person. And also for someone who specifically wants to lose weight, yes, get your aloe vera, get your Actic C, like I just mentioned, and calcium, but also don't miss your Forever Light Ultra. Forever Light Ultra can be a very good meal replacement, and it's very nutritious. And like I said, even for someone who is breastfeeding and they don't want to lose the quality of their breast milk, you can use that. It's so nutritious, sometimes even more than the food that you could be getting on a day-to-day basis. So you can use that to replace at least one meal, and it will help you lose weight in a healthy way while still breastfeeding without affecting your breast milk. So that is what I would highly, highly encourage someone who is breastfeeding to not misusing. And I've seen a few people asking, where do we get the products? So guys, anyone who has introduced you to this meeting today has a way for you to access the product. So get back to them, tell them the products that you have chosen to start using immediately. You can get them just as a customer. It's one way of getting them. You'll tell them, show me the prices, I want to buy them, and I recommend start using them immediately. Tomorrow, get them, start using them. And then you have the option to buy them as a VIP customer. It means you'll get a discount from 5% discount that can grow up to 30% discount. That is another option. I love discounts. And if I was a customer today, I would go for the biggest discount I can get. So go do that, and you'll use more products that way. You can help more people in your family that way. And also it could be the start of you showing more people and helping other people the same way that you are helping yourself. So that is what you can do. But most importantly, go to the person who invited you here, and they'll tell you the next step that you can do to get your products. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. No, Dr. Elizabeth, I have a question that just came directly to me on the platform here. It says, hi doctor, what can I recommend, or what can I use for itchiness after bathing? I think it's called aquatic urticaria.
All right, and I believe that is generalized for the whole body and not just a specific area. Now, what I would recommend, the first thing is to check the soap that you're using, because if you get itching, generalized itching all over the body, it could be the irritants in the soap that you're using that is causing that. So I would recommend check the soap that you're using, opt for the aloe-based soap, and that is clean of any harmful ingredients, and it's not drying your skin, because most of the time if a soap is too drying, it will irritate your skin and not add value to it. But the second thing is to apply. What can you apply after, so that you can heal and lower down that reaction in your body? Two very important things. I showed them in the picture, and one of them is Jelly Tube, which is loaded with aloe vera for you to apply on your skin. And the second one is propolis cream. Propolis is very calming, especially for something that has itching associated with it. If you have a skin irritation that causes your skin to be so itchy, and that applies even to vaginal itching. You know, for someone with hormonal imbalance, it's so easy for your body to have fungal infections from time to time. Now, one thing about fungal infection, they will cause severe itching. And we have people who have vaginal itching. I remember a lady told me once, they have had constant itching for like 3 years. They have vaginal itching. Now, when you scratch that very sensitive skin every single day like that, it will start even changing its texture. Now, we need to be using that propolis. Propolis cream, it will calm your skin down. It will lower, because it has chamomile in it as well. And it has a lot of aloe vera and the bee propolis. So it has that calming effect on an itching, irritated skin. So I would recommend use Jelly Tube, use bee propolis as well on that irritated, itching skin. But also, if it persists, even after using the correct soap, it means there could be something happening inside. So do your cleanse from the inside. The aloe vera gels that I recommended, at least 3 in a month. Use them every single day consistently, at least for that first month. And then you'll notice something that will happen even on the skin, because our skin, sometimes they're just a mirror of what is happening inside. If you don't cleanse, if you don't get rid of those irritations that are happening from inside, it will be irritated all of the time. And sometimes it starts with a dirty gut. Now, if we don't clean our gut, if we don't give our body that time to naturally, nutritionally cleanse, it's so easy for our skin to be facing issues very, very consistently. Yeah, so I hope that helps.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doctor. I have a question here. Somebody is asking, is it safe for someone with gastritic ulcers to do C9 or to go on C9?
Yes, they can, but they edit it a bit. The way that they will use, it won't be as a normal person uses. So they'll go straight to using as day 3 to day 9 for 9 days. They won't do the day 1 and day 2 the way that it's supposed to be done. But they can use it. They'll just be extra when it comes to making sure that they get their free foods. Every single day, they'll be getting their free foods, because you're recommended when you're using the C9, you'll get the guideline how to use it, but you also have an allowance of eating free foods. Now, don't skip them. If you have gastritis, if you have ulcers, you won't be recommended to skip your free foods. But again, you can do the C9. It's fine. We have a lot of people who have done C9 and they have ulcers, and they do it from day 3 to day 9 for 9 days.
All right. Okay. It looks like there's another question here. It's okay. Somebody is reminding me or telling me to say there was a question above of someone who has a bulk womb and a solid lesion. Solid lesions. What products can be recommended for this?
And this is, I believe this is fibroids, because fibroids could appear inside the uterus or within the uterine wall. Now, if it's bulky, it means could be the fibroids that are small and there are a lot of them inside the uterine wall. Again, the same products that we recommend for someone who has fibroids are the ones that I would recommend for this case. And that is the aloe vera gels, super greens as well. I would recommend the Arctic Sea, bee propolis that I spoke about, yes, and the Vitalize Women as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctor. For the sake of time, it looks like we have run out of time, and we could be, yes. So thank you so much. I can see there's a lot of people here who are saying thank you so much. Okay, okay, this question being asked about ulcers, I think has already been asked,
yes.
answered in terms of the C9.
Yes.
And okay, I think for the sake of time, let us end this session here. What would be best is for you to actually get to reach out to the person that invited you in this session. What they are going to do is they are going to connect you to Dr. Elizabeth, or they'll find a way that you can be able to ask whatever question that you would like to ask. But this has been so much helpful. And I can see from the chats here that a lot of people have found so much value. Thank you so much, Dr. Elizabeth. This has been great. We just want to thank you for having this time with all the people in this room. Indeed, you are a powerhouse, and you definitely do know what you are here for, helping people live a healthy life. Thank you so much from myself and from the rest of the team. we would just like to say thank you so much for having given us this time. Ladies and gentlemen, this wouldn't have been possible without you. Honoring this invitation is so great, and we are so honored. I just want to say thank you as well to you. What we are going to do now is just reach out to the person who invited you to this session, start having those chats with them now. And you know what? It's time to start taking care of yourself. You start taking care of yourself now, because it is an expense later if you don't start taking care of yourself now.
Yeah.
Now we are going to be
Thank
saying
you,
our good
Takia.
nights. We are ending this session. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night, and God bless each one of you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Takia. Have a great night.